Let us find out if stones lie. Surely it's not the stones that lie, it's the people who do the carvings. But whatever.
There had to be a way to escape the spirit world without the help my master was pleased to deny me. Only in the material realm would I have a chance to seek my destiny, or change it.
Kill the slewer.
So we don't even get to find out what happens with Kain.
No.
It keeps doing that. It keeps being all cliffhangery.
Wait.
There he is. He went a bit further down than I thought he would.
He did, rather.
And so yes, we're out in the cemetery.
Can I not collect that because I'm in the spirit world?
I guess that makes sense. And yeah, everything's more like a double D aura-y rather than twisted. I kind of miss the twisted effect.
I think it has it as well. I like the way the sun sort of moves weirdly in the sky and things like that.
It still looks cool. It still gets, you know, the idea across.
Oh, that's right. We came out here and we killed some weird sharky things.
We escaped like the, I don't know if you'd call it like a mausoleum or...
Yeah. Or Kenneth.
And yes, I assume we want to get physical. But let's just enjoy exploring.
Yeah, we need to hear our body talk.
There's the like that look like there's a person in that tree root.
There is, rather. Doesn't look like a very nice thing. Anyway, we can explore this bigger area than we thought was going to be.
I almost called them Draga, but they're not. The Slewer? Slewer.
Chances are it's an Irish word.
Nom nom nom.
Let me just...
No.
But I can clearly see that it's...
There's a temple up there, yeah. However you would describe it. Lots of unique gravestones, which is nice. I suppose
you can't really read them or anything.
No. You know, it's like a lady one, short ones, tall ones.
This looks lighter.
I've got a checkpoint.
Where's he? Come back.
Yeah, they like fly away. You will be mine. Right size. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize there was one more.
We've not got any more moves.
No. We unlocked like 2 different moves as Kain, admittedly, but...
I don't know why I did the TK first, but whatevs.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's the way forward, but I don't know if you just want to go for it.
Well, yeah, because we'll get to come back here and sort of look around even more.
Yeah.
I am just amused that you can see through the floor there. It's a strange effect. Yes, I should highlight the errors in a really old game that's really well put together.
It's all that weird oppressive sound in the background. Feels like pressure.
Yeah, it's sort of a pressury noise, isn't it? Almost like you're underwater.
It's good. Ah, they weren't doing anything wrong. Oh.
Oh, it's a gated area. is, I see the glyphs on this wall and I can't help but think of the meme where the woman's thinking and there's calculations going on in the background.
The like maths is complicated meme. I don't actually know what it's called. There we go.
Well, we can't go through the door, of course, but it does have windows. Looks like you go straight through. Looks like you go straight through. There we go. I think really you're supposed to come through the other way. I'm just curious if it's just easier. I suspect it is. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, that's much easier.
In this crypt, I discovered ethereal gases rising from the mouldering corpse within. As I neared, I felt a distinct spiritual pull, and the closer I approached, the more that pull intensified.
Seems more polite to call them ethereal gases.
Really? Wait, what do I do? Hold.
Spectral shift.
Is that a button I've got?
I have no idea. Isn't it that one? That one, yeah. And then action.
In the end, it was not difficult. I projected myself down into that tomb and found myself reborn into the material world. It was a loathsome vessel, but with an effort of will, that too could change.
We are now physical.
Now the temptation is to run out and go and get that extra, but I'm gonna not do that because we do come back.
Yeah. Everything has such a good, like, I'm not saying the other ones were bad, but I feel like this one has a better sense of the scale in the buildings. I don't know if it's just that little bit more upgrade.
I think it is sort of, it's a graphical upgrade. The game is in many respects, except time travel, simpler. Strike stone to charge the Reaver. Do I want to do that?
I assume you might need it for something.
I mean, cool that I can just charge my Reaver.
These gargoyles quickened as I drew near, triggering the door to close. I would need to find some means of approaching the door without being observed.
What? But we just got physical.
Wonder if it's something to do with this odd crystal. What if I run really quick? Oh, fine. Yes, I quite like this sort of bathed in light. Do the monkey.
That was a very strange effect, yeah.
So actually, shut my mouth. We are just going to end up exiting straight away.
Yeah. Seeing how things look out here. Tentacly. No, attack rapidly to break free. We don't want to be sucked down. Actually, I'm not sure if that is what happens.
Oh, what happens if they just keep hold of you?
Yeah. You don't have to demonstrate, but...
Very little. You end
okay.
up back in the spectral realm, because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to pull you back from the spectral realm. Or if they're in the spectral realm, he's trying to pull you back to him.
Yeah, I was thinking like he'd appear underground, but...
Like, it might be fun to show you what happens, actually, if I die.
We'll see. I like the leaf pattern on the ground.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's very autumnal.
Yeah, it looks much more naturey in the real world. There's the pillars.
The pillars.
So we're not actually that far away.
No! Well, that's the thing. That was the Mobius's little joke, is that you're not in the true sense here, because he trapped them together but apart in the airs. So they're sundered in time because he's a dick. And he has Yahweh hands. Yeah, we can just,
She says she won't go near the place.
I tell you, the pillars are haunted.
Haunted?
I heard a woman's voice talking and moaning, and there was no one there.
How many vampires have you killed? And you can't face down one ghost?
I knew who these were. Vampire hunters, scouring the countryside, destroying what had once been my kind.
My God, what is that? A vampire or a demon?
Where?
Here.
Get him!
Quickly! No mercy.
And for some reason, they all have terrible hair.
souls! Oh, health.
Go on.
Health drains constantly while in the material realm.
It's 2 down. Excite that Reaver a bit.
These were Mobius's hunters, mercenaries enlisted in his crusade to exterminate the vampires. His insignia was unmistakable. But this meant I'd been captive in the underworld for centuries. I had lost 500 years. Then I knew what ghost it was that haunted the pillars. Aria, the specter of the murdered Balance Guardian. Perhaps she could provide the answers I sought. But first I would have to find a way out of this cemetery.
How does he know? Like, it's 500 years exactly, or is he just guessing?
Because he knows the events of the world.
I guess.
And he knows that when he was last... Because he did all the time travel in Soul Reaver too. So he knows when all of the eras are, so he knows when the vampire hunt took place. But it's not exact.
Yeah, because it's like, surely that's a big,
500 years.
a big
It's
range.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's just, it's been about 500 years.
This temple's facade hinted at some ancient vampire origin, for it bore the sign of the Reaver and was marked with the elemental symbol of light. The mystery of the Reaver might be answered within, but this edifice was too high for me to reach.
Oh my god.
How ironic.
This edifice.
Right, this is where I wanted to come back to, because... there. Actually, do I just want to go inside? Is that the point? Do I come back in the physical realm? Let's have a quick, lap.
Another temple, this one marked with the elemental symbol of darkness. This edifice, like the other one, was too high for me to reach.
Who keeps placing all these edifices out of my reach?
So there's a light and a dark, both in the cemetery. I think that's
Yes,
back
that's
up.
back up,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's changed the camera view helpfully.
Lots of complaints about the camera.
Oh no, actually, yeah, that is the way forward. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's confusing camera.
Yeah. Camera in Soul Reaver 2 is much more free. You can just put it wherever you want, whereas in this it's very much, it goes where it goes.
Is this the way out of here?
I suspect it is. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Look at all the roots and sort of half-done buildings. It makes it much more interesting than if it was all...
Yeah, it's very nature reclaiming the area.
An ancient gate, sealed by the powers of light and darkness, barred the way to the pillars beyond. To depart this place and continue my journey, I would have to find the means to open it.
So we have to get light and dark first.
Yes.
Fair enough.
If you want to leave this place. As Tentacles would put it.
There was this thing on our right here. I suppose on our left when we were coming in. You can go around it. It just looks like a broken building, but...
Actually, there's quite a lot of invisible wall here.
Yeah, actually it doesn't look like you can go in, because it's in the centre of this big area.
The funny thing is that it is just to prevent you from taking the shortcut, because you can get to it. Yeah, it really doesn't want to, let me see there. But that's the central area we've already been to. And if we go the other way, it just takes us back to where we started. I don't think we can get any further that way. But it is interesting seeing the whole place in its sort of reality. Oh no, we can get sort of here.
This is the hunter little camp, yeah. And yes, I assume we have to go back in the way we came out originally.
Yeah, back to
There.
where we first entered this cemetery.
Any goodies?
I don't think there's gonna be, no.
Raziel, fallen hero, renegade and traitor. What is this? How do you know me?
Raziel, what are you? Why should they know your name? You are nothing.
It seemed my method of entering the physical realm was not altogether original. But where had these beings come from?
So there are other spirits inhabiting bodies.
Yes, which is interesting and not entirely expected.
Yeah, because that's new, yeah.
And I like that as well, is that, you know, you thought you were being so clever doing this thing and finding this method out of the underworld, and then other beings have discovered it already.
No one's that clever.
Nom nom nom.
Okay.
Oh, what's up? Wow, that's dull. Okay. Wait, what's that? Good blood smear there.
Oh, you didn't quite get him. Oh, there you go.
Yes, I'm trying to make sure that I stay full,
Yeah.
so that we're not going back to the other world unnecessarily.
Absolutely. I am
climb
go
there.
up there, yeah.
Check out his iframes.
Apparently.
Okay, be up there. I'd mix it up a bit.
Because I suppose we did the combat tutorial with Kain, but we can use the same information, I take it, as Raziel.
Although our telekinetic abilities aren't as good.
The Reaver did not seem to activate this orb.
Nope.
I had to find the means to enhance the blade further.
Enhance.
Well, I was a bit confused by him calling it an orb.
Yeah.
And I think it's so they can use the same speech if you try to use the orbs at the exit gate, is what I'd assume. Anywho.
Nope. Ah, this seems dangerous.
Oh, we're fine in water. We're fine in water. Oh my god, we're fine in water. There we go. Couldn't get in the water.
Because I take it we can't go through that door either.
It's something that I really like. It's like at the beginning of the game, it doesn't like drag you through the river Styx and take all your abilities and powers back off you.
Yeah.
Right, where did you say we couldn't get through there?
There.
Chances are no. Which way round does it want us to go? Normally it puts the camera where it wants you to go. but it's not, so I'm assuming it just kind of wants us to, what, jump in the water?
Yeah, I'm assuming you can get on that pillar, but...
It probably wants us to dive. But we can just actually go over to the other side. That. Try and go through the door.
One's got a shield with eyeballs and the other doesn't.
Yes, this one's clearly a fan of Evangelion, and this one not so much.
Cute.
So yes, let's do what it says and press action to dive, and that will take us underwater and give us a very strange, smeared world, which is also quite awkward to control. Do you like the sort of blur effect and stuff? It sort of gives a nice, not quite spirit realm, but not quite...
Makes it obvious you're actually underwater rather than it just looking like the normal world, which is, in of itself is a bit odd looking when you're swimming.
Oh.
I wonder if this is why they got rid of air in Tomb Raider, because like you didn't have to do it in Legacy of Kain.
Eh?
Like the air underwater mechanic.
Oh yes, well we don't need air.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's cool.
Received ornamental shield.
But if I was a voice actor, I would pronounce it
Ornamental shield.
Yeah, a lovely spinny of it as well.
Covered in eyeballs. Ooh, his wings like jiggled up and down when you unpaused it.
Really stop.
Stop idling, Raziel.
Have we done this as well?
Spectral Reaver.
I think we did, yeah.
Material Reaver.
Combat experience is doing well.
Yeah, they jiggle up and down a little.
Same as I'm not sure if this is like a hint that we should just... Because at any point... And we can just walk around.
I guess. Hopefully it's not awkward to get back.
Yes, admittedly, I'm not in the right realm. No, that's not so bad.
You get this strange animation. I feel like it highlights his butt cheeks a lot. I don't know if that's just me. Sparkly.
It opens both doors, also the way behind us too.
Ooh. Tentacles. Ah!
Oh, y'all.
Maybe see if we can excite the Reaver and set it off.
Yeah, I thought I might have still had one from last time.
I was going to say, you got at least a couple there.
That's not what I meant to do. I meant to, like, fling hip up in the air and do that.
Nice. What's up in this room? Yeah, I was just thinking there's a big pillar. No, there isn't up.
Oh, yes, I see what's going on.
It's been so long.
It's cool that there's a little side ledge. Oh, nearly didn't make it. Oh, that's quite far, but
Yeah, I'm thinking.
oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Strange perspective tricks, I suppose.
Also, I didn't realise that the voices change depending on where you are. We're not getting the "there is no home" or "there is no hope." I'm not sure which it is.
Depending on what you think they're saying. Yeah, because that was in the actual underwater section. Looks cool. Ah.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, there.
But it's different. There's different voices. I'm sure of it. Maybe it just had to wind up to this sort of section.
You're having a lot of luck.
Attack the ones that are there, not the ones that aren't. Jeez, Raziel.
You got one. Okay. Oh, different music down there.
This edifice, marked with the elemental light symbol, was clearly much older than the ruins in the rest of the cemetery. The door was far too high to reach, and to open it, it seemed the Reaver would need to be imbued with the power of darkness. Clearly, I had more to accomplish before I could discover what lay within.
Right, now I am going to fight these guys because I am still leveling up my weapon, combat experience.
Oh yeah, we're nearly there.
And much harder to level up Raziel than old Caney boy.
Nom nom nom. No, don't run away.
Oh.
Nice.
Receive Perforate Carcass. You stay to screen for details, including how Raziel will pronounce Perforate Carcass.
Perforate Carcass.
Now, the kind of dull thing about the game is that they basically just have the same special moves as each other, which are performed the same way, but they do look slightly different. And they have slightly different actions. So this like stabs things in front of you, but it's still a rapid fire sort of movement.
Yeah, the technique allows Raziel to deftly roll in past his foes' defenses and deliver a series of blindingly quick lunges before they have a chance to react. You can eat him, I think. Oh, but yeah, it's the...
Oh, it did regenerate the jerk.
No, come back. Now he's, yeah, ready for homage. We're just going for it.
Oops. Yep. But yes, you can see that shiny up there as well. As you put it, but where being attacked. There's spikes on the wall as well, which is good, because we can go... alley-hoop.
Feel the way of pain.
Well, you don't get a soul for that, weirdly. Ah, I've just realised why. Well, it's because... Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but the souls look different.
Did they?
Yes, but you'll see it more when we get to it. Let me just stabify this guy. Yes, sorry, I've just realised why, and it's because Kain doesn't get to drain the blood if you knock them on the spike, so to make the characters even, so you expect the same thing to happen with either, you don't get the souls, but really, you should.
Yeah, because they still have the soul, even if the blood is... So it was, I suppose, really, if you were being pedantic, Kain could still drain some blood.
Sims, I'm trying to think back to Soul Reaver, the original Soul Reaver game. Did he get to consume the souls if you put the vampires on spikes? I think he did.
I don't remember, admittedly.
I think he did, and the corpses dissolved if you did it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can have a look around now that we're here. Yes, there's a suspicious pillar. can see. I think that's the light one up close.
We could just leave.
Yeah.
And you can't see the pillars anywhere. I don't even think if you climb on this you can either.
Oh, can you climb on that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking, was it behind that light place? Oh. Sun looking very strange. Because it doesn't look like the sun to me, but I realise it's supposed to be.
The skybox, I think, is just a little bit strange.
Ah, is that the issue? Oh, no.
Anyway.
Sorry, look up again. And slightly to the left. I thought I saw the pillar just in the distance over there, but I might have imagined it. Not that. I'm thinking, do you get up there somehow?
I don't even think we could get further in the other world. Maybe we do just go through here.
Huh. Holes in the roofs. Yeah.
Lovely little... Oh, those wall spaces. I think the enemies were actually coming from them. I think they were supposed to be going into the corpses in the walls and coming out. Except, oh, that one did, but it came out the wrong wall.
That one did in the very background, yeah.
Yeah, your mum. Yes. See if I can get one of the souls out and not eat it straight away. Okay, how do I get a soul out?
You might need to eat one or two of them at least.
Alright, if I pull them out but don't eat them, they've got wings.
Oh yeah, so is that because they were vampires?
Well, we'll find out. It makes it a bit obvious what they are, but we'll leave the surprise for the game to tell us.
Okay. Oof.
Ah.
Oh dear, oh dear. We're up above. So do you want to stay above, I take it, and go across?
Yeah. Destroy whomst?
Ooh, that just fell. There's a thing.
Get out of town. Oh, that went weird, but
Just
okay.
excuse me a second while we pick up this thing. I forget what it is. You could
It's
just...
a TK increasumulator.
I was going to say, you could just throw them off, I'm guessing, yeah. Hey! There you go. Go all the way down there.
Problem is, I don't think I get combat experience if I do that. It's
No,
all
but
the way around.
surely you can deal with them when you go... Oh, I wouldn't risk it. Yeah, I think that's... Surely you can deal with them when you go down later.
Hmm. But I think before we enter this Temple of Darkness?
Yeah, I was thinking that's the... Oh, that's
They're
pillars.
the pillars.
The Temple of Darkness.
I'm going to leave it
See
there
you again.
and come back with more health next time.
Yeah.
Bye.